Today I wanted to talk about sampling for your oil business and how easy and affordable it is to start out. So sampling is a big part of your journey in terms of sharing the oils with people in your network, outside of your network, even those that you've met in the grocery store, for example. I've given my fair share of oils to somebody complaining of a headache or that they are having trouble just focusing. I talk a little bit and I have my samples on hand, so you really want to keep samples in your purse and on your person all the time so that you have them available to you. So I'm just going to go through and talk a little bit about what my essential oil sample kit looks like. So daily I keep these quarter drams available with me in my purse, and all I do is I literally put about 10 to 15 drops of my favorite oils for sampling, like peppermint, lemon, wild orange, and lavender, for example. Those four seem to be my biggest samples. And then you just top the orifice reducer on top here. So you fill your bottle, and these are pretty easy to get in. You just give them a pop, but there's this nice little handy tool as well that I use, and you can just use that to save your fingers. And then close your top, and there you go. You've got your sample. I do have sample labels that will say peppermint, lavender, lemon, wild orange, for example, and I just put those on top there. So then what I do with those is, well, we'll just save those for a second. So perhaps you're wanting to give somebody a little something else who's contacted you, reached out and said, no, for example, I'm having a little trouble getting to sleep or falling asleep or staying asleep. That's where you want to maybe do a little bit of a blend for them after talking to them a little bit. And so I would either do these little 1 ml drams, and this is great because you're not giving a ton of oil, so it's not very expensive, but it's still going to give the effect with the blend, and you can dilute with or with a carrier oil. So it's not really diluting, you're just able to let them use the benefits of that oil in a larger way, so it's going to carry a little bit further. So what I do with these guys is I put my coconut oil, my carrier oil in here, and I've just got one of these little guys. It's super easy and convenient, and I'll just take my squeezer and I'll fill to however, I'll fill it about 3/4 of the way because we want to leave room for the oils, and then I will put my oils in, such as maybe a lavender and a cedar wood for sleep, for example. And then they just come with these beautiful roller, steel roller tops. Those go in really, really easily as well. And close that up. And I may put a label as well on the lid. So we've got 2 of those made. Beautiful, super easy, very affordable. You need about, depending on your blend, and that's up to you, I usually put about 5, in this size I probably put about 7 to 8 total drops in there. I think that is more than enough after the coconut oil. Now, if you really want to get something a little bit more of a bang, then somebody that's going to last a little bit longer for sample, then you could use these 5 ml glass roller bottles, and you do the same thing. Just fill about 3/4 of the way here with fractionated coconut oil, and there's little tools to make that easier to put the coconut oil in so that's not getting everywhere, and you don't want to be definitely spilling that after you've put your oils in, because that's enough to make you crazy and cry because oils are so valuable. So you're just going to fill that 3/4 of the way, put your drops in for the desired blend that you might want, and we've got these ones are the plastic rollers. They roll really well. And then you're just gonna close that up. Again, with these ones, I actually do use the tool. They are a little bit harder to get in. So I would use 2 hands here and just push down and get that top on. They do come with either steel roller balls, you can purchase the plastic or the glass, and then multiple colored lids of your choice. So black, usually silver, gold, white, whatever you desire. They come in multiple and different colors, and even the bottle color comes in different shades. So that's what I would do there. Now, after I've completed that, when you're giving the sample, and I also would put my stickers and label that however I so chose. Like I could put what's actually in it, or I could put it as like night or sleepy time. And what I do always, especially for safety and compliance, I want to make sure that I put some information in the sample. And what I do is I go to the dollar store here, and I just buy these Ziploc bags, super easy and affordable. I think there's like 50 or 100 depending on the size for $2 or $1. And then what I've done is I've just made my own label, which I'm going to get laminated and make these on cardstock. But for now, these are just great. And I just talk a little bit about what's in that oil. So for example, peppermint, I would say that it's undiluted, and I would talk a little bit about the peppermint. So what peppermint helps with emotionally and medicinally. So helps to relieve tension, headache, boost energy, promotes natural cooling, and it's a natural bug repellent. Now the oils that I'm using for this are certified pure, tested grade, so I put that. And as well, I always put whether it's aromatic, topical, and or internal. So if it's an oil that is not for internal use, I will not put that. I will say that it's only for aromatic and topical use. So being very careful in terms of safety, as well as if it's an oil like citrus, I will advise that it is photosensitive. Or if it's something like oregano, I will advise that it's a hot oil and explain how to eliminate sensitivity and make sure that there is no sensitivity. So then I just put everything together here in the baggie with all of for every one of these. So if I'm giving one person multiple oils, I'll put multiple pages in, and I just put them in here with my business card, and each sample goes in here. It's a nice little package to be able to provide. Now, if I'm mailing these out, then what I do is I will add a essential oil usage guide, so that it just gives that person a little bit more information. So any type of book that you have available, and I'll be carrying different kinds of these guys, and that's just a book that's going to give them like a little reference and a little bit more understanding of the oils, what it means to be topical, aromatic, and internal, which are safe and which aren't. And it just gives them a little bit of an idea. So that is going to be the sample kit. So really, you can just purchase a little sample kit that has maybe 20 drams, maybe 5 or 10 roller balls of the 5 mil, and 10 or 15 of the 1 mil roller balls. You can get your little tool key, as well as a bottle of fractionated coconut oil and some essential usage guides to give out. And that's it. That's all so simple. You can make those once a week or whenever you choose. And that's it. So I hope this has been helpful. And if you have any questions, please let me know. We will be making these sample kits available for your convenience really, really shortly. Thanks again. Bye.